Hi guys!
Hello.
So today is a very exciting day.
It's Roy's birthday!
It is my birthday. Look at my silly pointy hat. And look what Brennan did to decorate the entire apartment.
Yay!
She decorated the table here. She put up a banner. She put up streamers all over the place. There's a bunch of animals right now kind of hanging out and enjoying these balloons all over the carpets. And it looks like Brennan...
And la piece de resistance. It's
She
birthday
made
brownie.
me a brownie. Well, she made brownies. I guess that's just kind of one big brownie if you think about it, right?
I made you a big birthday brownie.
I wanted to go and flip the camera around so I could showcase Brennan's craftsmanship here with my big fat brownie there.
Yeah.
And she's gonna light it.
Yay! All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Happy birthday to you. Oh, come on. Happy birthday to you. Light. Happy birthday, dear Roy. Happy birthday to you.
Hooray! I did it. I turned 28.
You did it.
Okay, should I make a wish?
Are you gonna wish for Mr. Potato Head to get out of the shot?
I guess so. You got me, Mr. Potato
I
Head.
did.
So thank you, as well as some gummy candies here. And also you got me a card with a little gopher on it, or a beaver. That's a beaver. You deserve the best damn birthday card money could buy. That makes sense why he's a beaver. Happy quarantine birthday. Let's make the most of today, baby. I love you, Brennan. And Farley, and Calvin, and Arlo. Thank you. Okay.
Yay!
Yay! Time for some brownies.
Yeah.
So Brennan just cut up the brownies. Looks like Arlo's having a fun time with the balloons down there. Do you want to go and turn on the fan?
Uh-oh.
Just to see what happens? Yay! It's a party. Oh,
Scared the cat.
Farley did not care for that. Well, that's exciting, right?
Yeah.
It makes it a party. How do they look?
They look really good.
Let's see.
I hope you're a corner piece kind of person.
I am a brownies in general kind of a person, so I am
Alright.
all about it. You just gonna feed it to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Mmm. These are fudge brownies.
Oh, wow.
Mmm.
Really good.
Perfectly moist and crispy. I love that. Arlo is just so adorable right now. Just running around, playing with the balloons. One of these is probably gonna pop and terrify him, but I guess he's gotta learn at some point.
I'm worried.
Look at how much fun he's having. I'm trying to get all of the angles from Brennan's birthday celebration. She made me breakfast this morning. She's just done an incredible job, but we're starting the video now because we have some very fun plans to carry out today, and I wanted to just show one more angle real quick of everything. So here's the birthday banner with the streamers, and then here's the tablecloth, then all the balloons down there. There's a happy birthday banner over there. There's some streamers just kind of all over the living room. So Brennan, you did a really nice job, and I appreciate it.
And I scheduled a Zoom meeting with your family this morning.
That's right. I got to Zoom my family on my birthday. How nice. So something that Brennan did that I thought was really creative and interesting is that she got decorations and balloons to match my logo for my channel. The red, blue, and yellow logo. She got a bunch of balloons, and then again all the decorations just kind of on the table, and then the streamers. It's all synergy. And then a random Mr. Potato Head, but I'm all about it. I'm excited to play with it. So Brennan,
Yeah.
what are we gonna be doing today, pretty much right now? Where are we gonna go? Because we're gonna go somewhere. Finally.
We are going to test out CityWalk.
That's
We're
right,
gonna
CityWalk.
have a birthday dinner for Roy. We're gonna see what all the physical distancing, social distancing stuff is all about. We're gonna go out, rock our masks.
It's been open for about a week now. We've been keeping an eye on everything and how it's been kind of opening back up in that process. And like you said, just making sure that it's a reasonable, smart decision to go there for dinner. And it definitely seems like it does. And we are gonna be wearing our masks, having a good time, participating in that social distancing, but then also just getting back out there and doing something, which is gonna feel phenomenal, right?
Yes.
Are you gonna wear your hat? You kind of ditched your hat.
I'm not gonna wear my hat.
Okay, maybe I'll leave mine here too. Don't want to attract too much attention. So, all right, off to CityWalk.
Wow, I can't believe it.
Well, it's been a very, very long time, but we are finally back at Universal Orlando. It's a little bit after 4 p.m. right now, which means CityWalk just opened. And here we are to go inside and walk around and have some dinner. This is pretty interesting. It looks like parking is complimentary right now. So we just parked the car. We're in the Universal parking garage now. It's very interesting how they socially distanced all the cars. They kind of skip every single other spot for you to park. You have to wear a mask whenever you come to Universal and CityWalk, which is why we're wearing these bad boys. But let's go get our temperature checked and then head into CityWalk. This is really, really interesting. They have these signs here about the safety protocols that they're going to be implementing. It looks like the temperature check is kind of way down there, but they have all of these 6 feet apart markers on the ground as everybody heads inside. I think you have to have below a 100.4, I'm pretty positive, temperature to be able to get into CityWalk. This is incredible. There is nobody here right now. I have never ever seen this entrance into CityWalk so barren. Keep in mind that I guess CityWalk just opened like 15 minutes ago. We took our temperatures, we were good to go. We went through security, and now we're heading into CityWalk just to see what the wait times are for some of the restaurants here. And I guess we'll see. It's very interesting to film the back of your head now. It just looks really odd, but I'm sure mine does too.
Every 6 feet or 2 meters between vehicles approaching. Please watch your step.
This is very, very different than the last time that I was here.
Please watch your step.
Wow, this is just so bizarre. Wow. So what do you want to do? Do you want to go over to Margaritaville? We were talking about Margaritaville. We were talking about Bubba Gump. I think Toothsome is open again.
Yeah.
Let's go to Margaritaville. Let's just kind of see what that looks like.
Okay, let's go.
So I'm assuming the Margaritaville will have a reasonable wait time at 4 p.m. At least I hope so. It doesn't look like anybody else kind of hanging out over here. So we're inside Margaritaville now. You can totally tell that the tables are very, very social distanced in here. We are all the way over in a booth, kind of in the main room in here. We have to exit out the patio and then enter in through the main entrance here. So the pretty specific way of how they're doing things here. But this is kind of a look at the menu here. Well, these are the margaritas and the drinks. This is the menu. They have burgers and they have seafood and sandwiches here. This is gonna be awesome. We've been here before, I think a couple times. Okay, so we put in our orders and then we got these margaritas as well. This is a blackberry margarita, and then Brennan got this watermelon margarita, which this is pretty liberating. We have not had drinks from a bar at a restaurant in quite a while, but what we did end up getting for food, I got this chicken and shrimp teriyaki bowl, and then Brennan, you got, what did you get?
The Cuban sandwich.
That's right, this Cuban sandwich right down here. And the food is here. There's Brennan's Cuban sandwich, and here's my chicken and shrimp teriyaki. And then right over here is a live stream from the camera that's on top of our bookshelf, just kind of checking in on Arlo, who's just kind of hanging out there in the corner. There's Calvin in his little bed. This is going to be the longest that we've left Arlo since we brought him home about 2 weeks ago, and it seems like he's doing pretty good so far. So that's awesome, but we're gonna enjoy this and then head back out into CityWalk. All right, and we are now done at Margaritaville, and now we're heading over to the Universal Studios store because they have some pretty cool new merchandise that may be over there. It's interesting that they have these social distancing markers just pretty much everywhere, scattered all around CityWalk. Let's see what it looks like inside the Universal Studios store. We are looking for some nostalgic merchandise. Okay, awesome. So this is what I was talking about. They have these retro Universal Studios Florida cups. So they have Back to the Future, the E.T. Adventure, they have Confrontation, and then they have Jaws, as well as this really cool retro Universal Studios Florida old logo shirt. I think they have this in a tank top as well. But this is the merchandise that I am all about. Okay, so we just came out of the Universal Studios store, and it is now pouring down rain. But Brennan, what did you do because you're so nice?
I got you a t-shirt for your birthday.
You did. And guess which one it is? It's the retro Universal one.
Yeah.
That is so, so cool. I'm gonna be repping this hardcore. This was one of the coolest things the Universal's ever done, one of the coolest things that Universal has ever done, and I am probably gonna wear this quite a lot, right? So I think we're gonna head over to maybe Islands of Adventure. It'd be cool just to like, yeah, it would be cool to just kind of make a lap around CityWalk before heading out.
Okay.
This is especially kind of cool for me because I rarely ever have the courage to whip out the camera and just start vlogging and talking in the middle of CityWalk, but there's nobody here at all.
I miss getting rained on at the theme park.
This is a site that I don't know if I've ever seen before, walking across this bridge over to Islands of Adventure. Not a single person walking to or from the theme park. It is getting a little bit heavier of a rain. We're gonna probably have to duck in to try to find some cover over here. Okay, so we found shelter over by the Islands of Adventure ticketing area. There's still not a soul to be seen over here, especially in the rain. You can see the preparations they have on the ground here for the social distancing once the parks do inevitably reopen. There's the lighthouse kind of way over there, and then the theme park, which is right back there, which maybe once the rain stops, we will probably try to kind of venture over there. Isn't this very interesting? So I don't know if you can actually hear me through the mask, and then especially in the rain, but because we're trapped anyway, we can talk about the fact that Universal is reopening. They officially came out with a plan that was approved that they're going to be able to reopen by June 5th to the public with like a soft opening kind of phase-in plan. And I am very, very excited about that. I don't know when I'm going to be able to come back to the parks to experience them. Islands is right here behind us, which is just so weird to see these gates closed. There's a sign that says that the park is closed. You never ever see that. Brendan, what is something that you're most excited to do once the parks reopen? Is there just a favorite ride you want to ride? Or
I think that's
specific land or something?
I think just the freedom to walk around. Like, I just want to walk around in a themed area, listen to the music, hear the sounds of rides going.
Okay.
Like, I just want to be back in that environment.
I'm excited to do Hagrid's again. It'll be interesting to get to do. That was the last thing that I got to do at Universal, so it'd be kind of poetic to be the first thing that I do once the parks reopen. But if not that, then again, just what you said, just to be able to kind of walk around would be liberating and exciting, without a doubt. And then I also want to go over to the newer section of Universal Studios Florida. That's something that I talked about before, but I'm really looking forward to. Right now I'm looking forward to the rain stopping so we can keep walking around and then hopefully get some Voodoo Donuts. Okay, so the rain is letting up a little bit, so we're gonna wander over to the entrance of Islands of Adventure. And this is what I was talking about over here, the park closed today sign. That is incredibly rare to see. You can see all of the social distancing lines here on the ground heading into the entrance of Universal Studios, or I'm sorry, Islands of Adventure at Universal Orlando. There you go, gotta get used to saying the name right again, right? Walking up to this giant iron gate and then peeking inside, and there it is. Islands of Adventure. I've never seen it that quiet. I can't get over how weird this is. Wow, it's gonna be such a new normal here in just a few weeks. So as we were about to continue our journey around CityWalk, Brennan, you noticed something that I have never once noticed, which is what?
All the islands they have little emblems on the front entrance gate, and I'm sure that this is something that everybody's known this whole time, but I just discovered it today. It's
incredible. So way over there, there's somebody taking a picture, so I don't want to get too close, but every one of those kind of circular emblems is a logo for one of the islands in Islands of Adventure, which is actually really, really cool. Good on you for noticing that, right? All right, you ready to keep walking around?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty positive that the Toothsome Chocolate Emporium opened up today for dinner before it was just open for, I believe, the shakes and then the chocolates. Wow, look at all these little distancing markers just all around over here. I wonder how long that's going to be implemented. Anyway, so we're gonna head over to the Globe and then probably kind of end our experience today over at Voodoo Donuts. So it seems like the weather is hopefully moving away, right?
Hopefully.
Here's Rip Ride Rocket right behind you, and we are heading towards Universal Studios Florida. There's the Globe right over there with one family taking a picture in front of it, which is, again, another rare sight to see. You can see the barricades kind of all around the entrance into Universal, so you can't get up to the ticketing area like you can over at Islands, at least presumably, but we should get a really, really cool picture over here, hopefully, if nobody else shows up. This is just so unprecedented to be able to get a picture this close to the globe with absolutely nobody else here whatsoever. There have been families like trickling in and out to take a picture, but they kind of keep moving on. But to be able to get this unobstructed view of the Universal Globe is pretty much unheard of. And then of course right next to the Universal Studios globe is Universal Studios Florida with the barricades right out front, which is just such a sight to see. You can see all the way down there. We cannot get up to the gates like we could over at Islands of Adventure, but you can see Rip Ride Rocket down there and race through New York starring Jimmy Fallon. This is definitely odd, but now we are off to Voodoo Donuts. This is also an interesting sight to see as we head over to Voodoo Donuts, just not really seeing anybody in front of us. Voodoo Donuts normally has a very, very long wait time, but we should probably be able to just kind of walk inside, right?
I wonder what they're gonna do when they have to like open back up fully.
Okay, so we just got out of Voodoo Donuts, which was very, very not empty, and we got a few donuts. We got a couple voodoo dolls and then a maple bar, which is probably one of my favorites. And now I think we are heading out of CityWalk. Okay, so until next time, CityWalk. Right now Brennan is filling out a QR code survey that they were asking us to fill out just to kind of see what worked and what didn't for our visit today to CityWalk. But ultimately I think we had an incredible time. I got a shirt, we got some donuts, we got to eat at Margaritaville, and it was a very, very welcome change comparatively to the last couple months. We finally went outside. So we made it back home, but the party has not stopped quite yet because Brennan has something that she's been planning for a long time. We have a bunch of alcohol back here on our island. Brennan, what do you have planned for my birthday?
We are gonna drink around the world at Epcot.
At home.
Shots version.
So she has a bunch of liquor back here, some beer, she has mixers, she has wine. She has a lot of stuff. She's gonna start kind of preparing that, so we'll show you what she ends up making here, which is gonna be a pretty big surprise for me in just a little bit. So while Brennan is working on that project upstairs, I'm outside with Arlo, yet again, in our continued endeavor to make him more comfortable with just being outside, which usually involves just kind of sitting here on the straw with him or just kind of walking around the grass with him. Just anything that we can do, I guess, to make him more comfortable with outside. We haven't been making a lot of progress, but slow strides will eventually finish the race, I think. Hi, Brennan.
Hello.
I'm back from walking Arlo, and look what you did. We are indeed drinking around the world, aren't we?
Yes, we are starting from Mexico and ending up in Canada.
So are these true to Epcot drinks? Are they recreations?
A little bit of both. A while ago I asked for suggestions on Instagram, and so I screenshotted all of them for like drink selections and stuff. And I just kind of took either something that was simple to make or something that was representative of the country, cheated a little bit because obviously there's a bunch of wines, but it's a lot of alcohol to purchase, so I kind of cut corners a little bit.
Because you don't want this to be the most expensive
no, but
recreation
like,
at all.
It's every single little shot glass is some sort of representative of each country.
Okay. So do you want to go through your list? Do you have a list over there?
Yeah. So we're going to start in Mexico with a, what is it, mango margarita.
Okay.
And then we have a Viking coffee. So I put some coffee and some Bailey's liqueur in it with some coffee. It's like a coffee and cream one.
Okay.
And then over here for China, I think it's the, where is it? The Tipsy Ducks in Love?
Okay.
I think it's whatever the drink is that has vodka, orange juice, and then like grenadine. However, I didn't want to like waste my money on buying a whole thing of grenadine, so I just put a cherry gummy in it.
That works.
So it's a nice garnish. We got the grapefruit beer in Germany. And
Yay.
then Italy, we have a sparkling wine. So it's a sparkling red wine.
Okay.
What is this one?
That's Sam Adams for
Yeah.
the American Adventure.
For the American Adventure.
Makes sense.
And then we have a plum wine for Japan. Sangria for Morocco.
Okay.
We have just a regular wine for France. This is kind of where I cut corners a little bit, but whatever.
That's fine.
Then we have a Guinness for the UK, and then a Canadian whiskey for Canada.
Wow. So a pretty good mix of wines, beers, and liquors there, and we are going to be sharing all of these so we don't just drink ourselves into the ground tonight.
What? You're not gonna take all 11 shots?
I would, you know, but maybe not tonight. How about that? So we'll just each take half of one. How about that?
Sounds good. Okay, so as to not bore you with drinking all of these, I told Roy to do like a lightning round. So he's just gonna drink half of all of these really quick.
Probably not the best thing to do, but here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's delightful. Wow, that is very smooth. That's something. That is familiar and enjoyable.
So many smacking sounds.
That is delicious. That is beer. That's phenomenal. I love it. I love it. That's refreshing. That's okay. That is smooth.
You feel like you took a trip to Epcot?
I took a trip to Epcot, and now I need to take a different kind of a trip. That was great. You should do it now.
Okay. All right, this is what Roy sounded like.
I'm sorry. Don't make fun of me. It's my birthday.
Okay, true. All right, here we go. Ooh, sour. Ooh, I like that coffee. That is something.
Right?
Grapefruit beer. Yummy sparkling wine. That beer. I'm so happy I bought this plum wine. It's so good. Ooh, that's kind of a bitter sangria. Okay, wine. Guinness. God, that one hits you.
Right?
It's the only one that's just like a straight shot of the liquor.
So I did the mouth sounds, but every other one you were like, whoo! So we both had our things.
Yeah.
So two things. First, we did not eat our voodoo donuts, not yet, because we still have so many brownies that you made earlier, so we'll probably have these for breakfast tomorrow. But then another is I did not construct my Mr. Potato Head, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that just real quick.
Wait, can you show me like the suggested way on the side? I've been staring at it all day and it makes me laugh. Look at that mug.
Wow, there are a lot of pieces in here and I'm kind of overwhelmed. Okay, this is gonna be exciting. I'm just gonna try to do like a speed assembly. He has a hat, that's apparently a thing. Gonna put in his butt here real quick. I feel so on the spot right now. Oh, I broke his butt.
Oh, no.
Okay, get in there, butt. Come on.
Birthday tragedies.
You're embarrassing me in front of Brennan. Okay, no butt right now. How about that?
He's got no butt.
He's got no butt. Okay.
It's just used for storage anyways.
That's true. Packed. Oh, you should have worn your shirt. Packed your angry eyes. Okay, gonna give him a smile. Gonna give him some eyes. Gonna give him some feet. There you go. Couple ears.
Oh, he looks creepy without a nose.
He does. And there's his nose. And then
Clean shaven.
there you go, his arms. And where does his nose go? Oh, you have to take off his mustache. You have to take off his nose to put on his mustache. Okay. There we go.
There's that face we know and
how
love.
about that? Now where's his butt? Give me your butt.
Stop saying butt.
Why not? I just can't get his butt to work. Yay!
Butt.
Popped his butt in. There's Mr. Potato Head.
And his butt.
And his butt. So I turned on the streamer fan again. Is that too distracting? It's kind of mesmerizing. It's fun. I think we're gonna go ahead and end the video here because this was a big day. It wasn't as much an apartment video. It started and ended in the apartment, but we got to go to CityWalk. We got to go have an incredible time, got to eat some food and just enjoy being out. And that is just such a liberating, exciting feeling. And
it surprisingly wasn't weird.
It wasn't.
I thought it was gonna feel weird because we hadn't been there in a while, but everything just felt normal.
The masks were odd, the protocol was different, but it was manageable. and I think reasonable. And as we kind of open the community back up, it's going to be necessary to kind of get back to a new kind of normal, which I know a lot of people may have differing opinions on and whatnot in terms of how we get to that new normal, but as long as we're making that forward momentum, I'm all about it, and it's going to be great. But ultimately, what a birthday. Getting to go to CityWalk, getting to come home, and then drink around the world. And now we have to at least drink those beers before they go flat, but
Yeah.
I don't know, that plum wine and sangria and everything else there, I'm excited to enjoy that over the next coming weeks as we prepare for everything to open back up, hopefully at some point. Okay, this is getting pretty distracting, but it is fun, isn't it? We should have made them like super long, and then I could have just stood in the middle of it, and it would have been really cool. Well, thank you for hanging out with us today. Thank you for spending my birthday with me, and thank you for doing everything.
You're
making
welcome.
Even making me breakfast, things that I didn't even show at the beginning of the video, making me breakfast and decorating the apartment, setting up a conference call with my family, and she paid for the meal at CityWalk, and she bought me that shirt. She really, and then she bought this alcohol. Wow, you really spoiled me today. I feel cool.
I love you.
No, I love you too. Okay, have a good day. Thank you for hanging out, and goodbye.